Hey, this is going to be a really weird video to record and for you guys to watch as well. Um, and I've got to do it because I've got to update you on everything, why I've not been here for 2 weeks. And it's been really serious. And if you don't follow me over on Twitter, then you won't have any idea what's been going on. And you'll probably just think this guy's become lazy and he's dropped off. And that's not the case. And it's been the worst 2 weeks of my entire life. And I had to record this video. Number one, I need to get it off my chest because it's so difficult not to speak to many people about this. But also, the way I look at it is that you're kind of my employer, so I need to explain where I've been. So, 2 weeks ago, in the middle of the night, our baby, if you don't know, I've got an 11-month-old baby. He started coughing in the middle of the night, and he got really ill really quickly. And we got him in the car as quickly as possible and drove him to a children's hospital. And they got him on a ventilator, and they settled him down and got him on all of these drips and tubes all inside of him, and horrible stuff, like critically ill stuff. And then they put him to sleep, which, my God, I hate saying that, because in terms of going to the vets with your animal, putting them to sleep, it's completely different. But they put him to sleep. His body was so stressed out and so low on oxygen, and his brain was struggling so much with that low oxygen that they had to put him to sleep. And they put him into some sort of, seduced coma kind of thing, where he's on a load of drugs and he's asleep. And then, at that point, me and my wife didn't know if he was going to make it or not. And it was by far the most scariest thing in my entire life, and my wife's life. And so, from hospital, they got him, after multiple hours, they put him into an ambulance, and then drove him to a special children's hospital across the country. And at that point, that's when me and my wife knew, okay, this is serious, and we're gonna have to, move basically until he's better. So she went with him in the ambulance. I went back home, collected a few things, and just drove straight there across the country. And that's where we've lived for 2 weeks. And after 2 days of being there in critical care, he started to get better. He was on ventilators, fully asleep. And then after 2 days, they woke him up. And he stayed on the ventilator a little bit longer. And then he finally got off the ventilator. And then each day progressed, he was getting better and better. And his airflow and oxygen levels were getting better and better. Up until a few days ago, where they said he was well enough to come home. So we're now home with him, and he's still progressing, and he's still getting better. And at the minute, you would look at him, and he's a perfect little boy, which he is. But we don't want to go backwards. So, with that said, I will still be streaming, but like 1 day a week, okay? And that's because, many reasons. Number one, it's my job. Number two, he is now perfectly well, but I want to spend as much time as possible with him. So it means that going forward from now, I'm going to be streaming like once or twice a week. With the release of Vanguard next week, I'm going to be streaming a bit more. But apart from that 1 or 2 times a week and the release, I'm going to be doing videos. So like 1 day, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, videos, instead of streaming every single day like I've been doing for 2 years. Just to make sure that I can spend time with them. And also, when I'm doing a video and editing, my wife needs me, I can go and help her, okay? But obviously, while I'm streaming, it's a bit weird, because, you're in the middle of a live stream, you can't just get up and go. So that's that. So yeah, it's a weird video, I know. Thank you for supporting me. All of the ad revenue from this video as well, I'm going to donate along with some of my money as well, to one of the things that really helped us out during these past 2 weeks, which I've got a piece of paper here so I don't forget it, which was the NWTS, which stands for the Northwest and North Wales Pediatric. Dude, I'm so bad at reading. Transport service. They basically managed to transport him to and from different children's hospitals, and they gave us these like love heart things, where he could have one on his bed, we could have one with us at all times. It just meant it felt like we were closer with him, even though, you know, we might have been asleep and we could have that next to us, or when he was being transported. It's not even a word. But anyway, yeah. So I will be back soon. Just bear with me, and I love you all a lot, and thank you very much. And peace.